Hi there. I hope everyone is well. Let's ask the angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our energy for divine guidance with messages for our highest and greatest good. So it is and so it will be. So interesting. Bottom of the deck energy here is toxic workspace and Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost like something no longer really aligns with you. You're more inclined to follow something you're passionate about or aligned with your purpose. So you may find yourself moving on from what you used to be doing, okay? I'm also getting with the Judgment, yeah, there could be something new coming in. And as a result, you're going to leave something old behind, okay? It's to bring harmony, peace, and balance into your life. So we're going to get into some messages here. This is just the kickoff, right? Which deck do you want to use first? This one? Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. Let's do a shuffle real quick. I'll do it again. Justice, I just saw. Balance is being restored. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Knight of Wands. King of Cups. Upright. Came in sideways. Sideways. Okay. Someone is contemplating and in their emotions, not sure which direction to take. They are contemplating coming towards you, but haven't decided or made the action quite yet. Let's see. King of Cups, Three of Cups in the upright. I feel like people are talking about something. Maybe the reason why you left the situation, or the reason why you chose to be by yourself and go it alone. This has something to do with like a past dynamic here with the Six of Cups. Okay, so you might have had a past relationship here where, you know, people are now finally seeing and talking about and understanding why something happened the way it did. There could be information or someone's like a player energy, kind of in and out. They may entertain many options. Maybe someone is evaluating their options and maybe looking back at the past to see if that's still an option. They may have to leave something or have left something. Yeah, it was not emotionally fulfilling. In fact, it was very depleting. They feel drained. Or maybe this energy made you feel drained, and as a result, you left it behind and haven't looked back since. Okay, let's see. Four of Cups. Yeah, there's some sort of realizing that whatever actions taken in order to kind of fulfill their earthly desires has really led them to a place of depletion and depression even. Maybe emotionally unstable. There's some sort of need to kind of reflect about what's played out here. Someone is reflecting. Someone is going in for answers. They realize that there's no new beginning here. So they're like, you know, not sure whether they should take action or not, or maybe they're trying to prevent some sort of new beginning for somebody. I feel like they're going through some sort of ego death. Dark night of the soul. I feel like the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, you know, greed wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. I feel like this is like false promises here. I feel like someone is being seen for their darkness, their shadow. I feel like there's some sort of like somebody will do anything for money. Okay. It's like someone paid money for someone's death is what's going on here. They wanted to sacrifice this person. So someone was, and now they're like thinking of coming back your direction. I I don't think so. I feel like, yeah, I feel like they sit back and watch to see if any of it's worked. They may do things in the background that are shady, low vibrational, even. I feel like they pay someone behind the scenes to do something. I feel like someone's being exposed for what they've done behind the scenes here. Yeah, look at Three of Swords. There's a lot of heartbreak, betrayal, deception here. Somebody lacked trust in another person. I feel like the person that you thought was meant to love you was the one who betrayed you. Okay, Eight of Wands. There might be some messages flying around about what's going on or what's happened here. It could be like a bullying situation. There's the Moon. I feel like there's been a lot of like negative energy projected out there and hoping that it would impact somebody. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of concern about what everyone's saying about someone's dirty little secrets. I saw the Devil, saw the Two of Cups, Five of Wands. Yeah, I feel like I feel like somebody now knows what it's like to maybe experience the challenges that you've experienced, or is having a hard time overcoming things in their life, feeling a bit defeated, feeling like the odds are against them energy. This could be chaos and conflict created on purpose to affect somebody's emotions, or someone just feels really emotionally unstable, on rocky ground, unstable ground. Okay, not sure how they're gonna make it past. Look, someone paid a practitioner. Okay, Magician in the reverse. Someone paid a practitioner to create obstacles because they're feeling some sort of way, feeling abandoned in some sort of way, some sort of like emotional depletion. It's like you were a really good source for them, and when they can't access your energy, they're depleted. And so they try to conjure up a way to get back in your energy, so that if you don't move on from them, right? If you can't move on from them, they can continue to siphon your energy. All right, so there's a play for somebody's life force energy. This is some wacky shit here. Look at Nine of Swords. Yeah, they're haunted now because they know that nothing they sent your way has worked. And they're like, shit, that energy's got to go somewhere. Or at least they're starting to figure this out. So maybe they're starting to experience this fear mindset now. They're overthinking, they're bothered, they're feeling afflicted by their own thoughts, right? It's like self-sabotage to the 9th degree, okay? Yeah, and again, like this is as a result of like something has to be returned back to sender here because it's not landing where it's intended, right? Yeah. I feel like someone is really in their emotions. I feel like there's a lot coming up to the surface that might be buried in the shadows. So a lot of like subconscious energy here. I feel like somebody may have fallen for the illusions here, and maybe the false. It's almost like the shadow, the illusion, the falseness of things. Like someone getting trapped in their own trap, right? It's kind of like being bamboozled or conned. I'm getting like con artist. Someone feels like they got conned. Okay. Yeah, Ace of Swords. There's divine protection here. There's divine truth here. There's insight, high perspective, the World card, the Ten of Cups. It's like, touch not my anointed. All right. They've got something to do here. There's some sort of like accomplishment that's been achieved here. There's this like moving on, to something that is more fulfilling, something that's more aligned with your purpose, your passion, your legacy, your destiny. Like, this experience was a lesson, a divine lesson needed for you to learn so that you could elevate and continue on your divine path and purpose and establish your legacy here. So I feel like they're going to watch you do this is kind of what I'm getting. I'm like, I feel like you're being seen and heard. Maybe it's your art, your music, your creativity. Maybe it's your vibe. Yeah, I'm getting it's your vibe. Like, look at this confidence. So you might need to kind of like remember who you are and what you're here to do and stand in that power and confidence. It's like calling your power back. Okay, so maybe there's a bit of needing to call your power back. Okay, yeah, I feel like you have places to be, people to see, and adventures to conquer. Like, there's a whole new world here playing out. And I'm getting like you're just kind of sitting back, letting things kind of like play out naturally. You could be making plans for the future. And if you've made any plans, you could be maybe taking steps and actions towards these plans. Could be a bit of an adventure for you, like a quest. So you could be traveling, or something's traveling to you. Okay, there's the strength card. Yeah, I feel like whatever this new adventure is, you're going to need to have some courage. Okay, don't let your pride and ego talk you out of it, okay? This is for you. This is custom made for you. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to have what you need to create the reality you came here to create. This could be business ideas. This could be a community. This could be a really cool project. This could be establishing something in the physical that you've always dreamed and wished about. This could be a dream job, a dream opportunity. It could be you being a business owner and through that process being able to bless others. It's like you're being blessed so that you can bless others because you are loyal and worthy and proven yourself to be able to handle the job, right? It's like mastery. It's like self-mastery a bit here. So that's powerful. That is really powerful. I feel like whatever you're seeing, like I feel like you've earned your stripes here. So maybe there's something that you've gone through to like maybe do some training on something, or you feel like you've gone through, you know, and put in a lot of hard work and you're starting to see it pay off. This is also like getting certifications. This is learning new skills and, you know, working hard at that job to get that promotion. It can also be like establishing a business and starting off, and you don't always know like what to expect, but you're doing it anyway. This is like you're doing it anyway. It's beautiful. It's like no one can stop you except for you. And you're just sitting back and you're appreciating all that you've created. You've worked really, really hard. All right? I feel like you've worked very hard. And you may be mastering something and it's starting to show. So they're like, keep focusing on what you enjoy. Don't worry about what the haters have to say. They just wish they were going where you're going and they can't go with you. Right? They can't go with you. They have things that they need to still sort out. Okay? Yeah, they have things that they still need to sort out. And it doesn't involve you. Okay? They created those plans. They're going to deal with those plans. Queen of Wands. Okay? We have the Hanged Man. Okay? Queen of Wands is very inspired. Fire sign. Hanged Man is gaining a new perspective. It's like being creative, inspired, motivating, right? Going within for the guidance on how best to kind of like tap into this spiritual energy that you have, this creativity. It's like you're magic. It's like you're mystical and magical. And it's like not everybody can have access to you. So you're a bit like in solitude, possibly. Justice. Balance is being restored for the energy that you were up against when you were going through your awakening and ascension process. I feel like there were attacks, there were plots and plans, justice is prevailing, there is divine favor. Right now they need you to sit back, relax, and be in your creative energy. You know, do what you love what you do, and just continue to be in your spiritual authority, okay? Because the Queen of Wands is very powerful. And so that might be intimidating, and that might be why people try to settle some sort of score with you. But here's the thing, like, they're up against this. They face judgment when they try to settle a score with you, okay? Because, you know, you're here to kind of like get out of the way so that justice can be served for the lies, slander, and gang stalking that you experienced, the bullying that you experienced. Shit is hitting the fan as we speak, okay? Like, this person's lies are nothing compared to the truth. So whatever that comes out of their mouth is the lies that they are living. Like, it's their truth, right? If someone is lying, they're usually telling on themselves. I feel like somebody's telling on themselves. So you don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is just sit back. Right? Sit back, relax, and watch the show. Because it's playing out. Because they're getting desperate. Okay? They're getting desperate to kind of control and manipulate and tell their side of the story. They could be indulging in things that, you know, are really out of character or are really creating some sort of confusion. Like, they're not themselves energy. There's obsession here. Yeah, there's obsession. Okay. I have a feeling it has something to do with this Empress energy, this star energy as well. Yeah, somebody is obsessed with someone that they went in a different direction from. And it's like they're in this regret, but they can't allow themselves to feel that regret or acknowledge that regret, because that would mean that they're wrong, and they can't be wrong ever. So they constantly have to save face and wear a mask and pretend to be something that they're not. Page of Wands. There's some sort of communication coming out of this. What's this page? Or maybe this is good news that this person's mask has fallen off and things are playing out, and fairness and just reward is playing out. Like, divine justice is playing out here. I feel like they're going to sit back and watch you win. They're going to sit back and watch you live your best life. Okay? And be sorry. There's some sort of like self-love, healing. Like, maybe someone's going to apologize. Maybe they never believed what this person said. Look at Knight of Swords. Yeah. I feel like somebody wants to come out and say, you know what, like, I'm sorry for what you experienced. Okay, there's some sort of clarity that happens after, like, everything falls to complete pieces. I feel like there is good news, okay? I feel like whatever, like, their plots and plans that you find out about, it's good news that you know you finally have some sort of, like, tangible evidence. But it's good news that none of this panned out, right? And then I have Ace of Cups. So there is people, like, watching you from afar, too. Like, what you're doing, like, your light shines really bright. They may feel a certain way towards you, too. And I feel like it might have something to do with, like, something that you're creating. This is, like, your purpose. People are watching you in your purpose. And, oops, Seven of Wands. The Knight of Swords, you know, has said a lot and done a lot to create some sort of blockages for people appreciating you and seeing you for who you truly are. I feel like they've tried to control the narrative this whole time. And I feel like the right people see you, the right people connect with you, so you don't need to worry about the haters. Let the haters hate. Right? Like, you're going to be living your best life. Let the haters hate. Like, they're surrounded by their own injustices, okay? That is what their life is going to be, is injustices. because that is what they wish on others. Therefore, that is what they will experience while you're over here living your best life. So again, like sometimes like going back and forth with people, it's not worth it. You know, let them say whatever they want to say, right? And detaching from this, you know, stops feeding the back and forth, and therefore it helps to allow justice to play out, okay? So let's see what else we have. The bottom of the deck was that toxic workspace. So can you just shed a little light here? Okay. Shed a little light on that. Okay. Oh boy. Someone is infected. Someone's infected as a result of betrayal, deception, and lying. That's what's coming to the light. There's news about this. That's what that Page of Wands is. That's the Page of Cups. Someone is ill. Someone is dealing with some sort of betrayal. Someone's been lied to. Someone is deceiving, wearing a mask out there, you know, spreading their wand and receiving STDs. Okay, so someone is maybe on a lot of sites. I'm getting with the Seven of Swords. This could be a lot of like dating sites or hooking up, or has a lot of contracts with a lot of different people. Might be a bit overwhelming. I feel like this person's like behaviors are out of hand. Okay, because then we have the Page of Wands, so that very can be like lustful energy, and as a result of that, we have STDs, spiritual disease. I feel like there's a new opportunity coming in for you, and rainbows are very significant, and that's the Page of Cups. So I'm saying like there's something new coming in with somebody who very much is kind of like, you know, has a nice gesture. I feel like there's a nice gesture coming your way. And it very well could be from this gentleman. Okay, Divine Masculine, high vibrational Emperor energy. All right, so I feel like you are releasing karmic debt. Victory will be yours. Talk about celebration here, okay? You are grateful that you found out who this person was so that you could manifest and create the life you desire, which is coming into your reality if it isn't already here, okay? That is victory. You no longer being in alignment with any of these people is victory. All right, yeah, look at false feminine, low vibe, watch for red flags. Yeah, she absolutely wants to have some sort of impact on what plays out here with this union, okay? Saying and doing the most, all right? So just be aware that not everybody's happy for you. So keep things to yourself, okay? Keep things to yourself. I feel like someone's going through an ego death, getting Earth Angel special mission, and I'm also getting Dark Night of the Soul. So I'm getting like someone is maybe going through the process of purification, okay? Or this might be a confirmation. I feel like there's some sort of like immoral behavior here playing out. Someone is seeing signs and synchronicities all over the place, so pay attention. I have black magic, spell work, sending negative energy in reverse. I feel like that's returning back to the spiritual hater. Past loved ones protect you at night. Spiritual gifts and intuition heightened at this time. You may get visions and dreams and see all kinds of beautiful things. So embracing your abilities. If you have any questions about your abilities, feel free to message me. You are divinely protected by Archangel Michael against this false feminine. And this union is also protected. Okay. Thank you, Archangel Michael. There is, again, that union that's coming in, soulmate energy. Twin flame is on the way, okay? So for some of you, have a twin soul there. Others of you, it's a partnership in business as well as possible love, like soulmate energy. We have multiple soulmates, okay? We even have karmic soulmates. There is something that is coming as a result of like an alignment shift. So you very much could be moving somewhere so that you can continue on your purpose, your mission. We do have Empress energy after this. Yeah, so this is heavy Empress energy. It doesn't have to be. It can also be masculine. I'm just saying, like, there's something new being created here, and it may call for you to move to a new location. Making a wish, and it's coming true. So you might have manifested this, and it's coming true. Someone's dealing with some very toxic friends. I feel like they may have, oh, it's the narcissist who's surrounded by the toxic friends. So yeah, there's some dark devil energy in here. So yeah, I feel like this is what you were up against. This helped you to hone your abilities, and victory is yours. Success is yours, right? You have like, ooh, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm getting that like there's this new horizon for you. Like you've accomplished what you needed to accomplish as releasing your karmic debt. And so now it's on to other things like your earth mission. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're being asked to meditate and spend time in nature and get connected. We have spiritual hater. That's who you're being protected from at night by your ancestors. This was a karmic connection with this person. This was a contract that got closed and the debt was paid, and now you can move on to a higher vibration and timeline. We have manifesting the life you desire, and Archangel Michael is also handling the toxic friend group, the coworkers, whoever these people are. They're being handled. They're being taken care of. Okay? And these toxic friends, I feel like you weren't in a relationship with just one person. You were in a relationship with many people. Or you had to release many people from your past as well, is what I'm getting. They could be watching you from afar. I feel like in the near future, you're uniting with this soulmate here. I feel like there's also an unexpected income that might be aligned with your mission and purpose in this new home, this new location. Okay? So it's like, stay true to what you're wanting to attract, right? There is some sort of legal activity here, okay? Someone might want to reconcile because they are in hot water, all right? Or somebody went to great lengths to prevent a reconciliation from happening. It may have even crossed the legal lines and done something either spiritually or legally immoral and fraudulent, okay? So there could be something playing out like legal wise. All right, angels are with you and they protect you. So you very much could be like an angelic being here. Look at divine justice, universal law playing out for potentially water signs, not only water signs. Marriage, divine love as well. I feel like you connect with this energy, right? When you meditate or when you do energy work or energy healing, I feel like you connect with your counterpart here. Universal law is playing out. I feel like it's on a worldwide scale. Your ancestors are helping you for sure with the spiritual hater. Okay, and I feel like they're not going to experience any happiness, emotional fulfillment, or joy. Okay. What else? Someone communicates with you through music and telepathy. Okay, there's a divine feminine high vibrational empress here. Toxic workspace coming out. In the near future, you're moving on from this toxic workspace, okay? I feel like someone has been praying for your death. That's lovely. Just lovely. I feel like you receive messages through all kinds of ways, but your third eye is very open in your crown. So this talks about like you receiving what you need to receive in order to protect yourself from these dark energies. Okay, so this is you putting into practice what you learned. All right, and not just like sitting there as like a sitting duck. All right, yeah, there is, I was picking up on someone going through some sort of like imprisonment, jail, entrapment. It could be like someone is trapped in a contract now, or a karmic connection here. Look at karmic families involved, social media stalker and troll. So I feel like someone very much could be going to prison or is dealing with some sort of spiritual law here, spiritual prison. Okay, like I said, divine justice is playing out here. So that's actually that's clarifying the divine justice here. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They keep showing me that. I feel like they're the stalker, they're the troll, they're the bully. It's like they go in secret to watch you. Look at, they're fake and they're wearing a mask and they're in their ego. That's why they're so unhappy, because they can't be who they truly are. They're having to pretend all the time. Believing in miracles, because soon it's going to happen in your life. Look at divine masculine, divine feminine, coming into union with oneself, right? I feel like it's a higher calling, and it's like you're calling in your partner, your kingdom spouse, right? Yodele. Okay, so divine feminine, divine masculine coming together. That's beautiful. Spiritual awakening and ascension. You're meant to help others through the spiritual awakening and ascension process. It's going to bring in abundance. It's part of your legacy. It's going to bring in blessings, stability and security. Letting go of any anger, bitterness, and resentment. There could be some new contracts coming in. Make sure you read before you sign. Very good. God's wrath and judgment is playing out for those who violated universal law. Divine justice is playing out, and they very much could be dealing with some legal issues as well as some physical and spiritual jail. Listen, someone is learning who's in charge, and it ain't them. It ain't them. Absolutely not them. What's this? Yeah, Aries, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag in the reverse. Yeah, okay, their fear, they're in their pride and ego in the reverse. So they're worried that somebody wants to come back and reconcile. All right, so they're operating from a place of fear. Yeah, look at believing in miracles, faith, right? Light worker, healer, empath. Look at working with others to create chaos and conflicts. Yeah. Look at talk to your spirit guides, saints, and ancestors. Look at someone is sleeping with the enemy and they are engaging in extra people in their dynamic. There's a third party involved here. So someone is stepping out on someone else. And I think it's like you find them, you lose them how you find them, something like that. But there's a lot of people in this relationship, and they may be realizing they've been sleeping with the enemy this whole entire time. Okay? You may have realized that you were sleeping with the enemy the whole freaking time. Right? False masculine, low vibe, watching for red flags. So that could go on either side, guys. So just keep that in mind. Okay? This person is a player. Okay, the one who's sleeping with the enemy is a player. Okay, they entertain many options because that's how they feel validated and that's how they feel like they're enough. Both parties are doing this right now. Or someone on one side is just finding out Karmic lesson and connection. This is not a soulmate. This is not a twin flame. This is a karmic lesson for all of them. And whatever capacity they're involved in is how they're going to learn the lesson, okay? Because people be messy over here. And I'm not sure what kind of situation's going on here, but what I'm getting is that, like, there's a lot here, okay? There's a lot here. And being that, like, initially we saw, like, STDs and spiritual disease, and there was a page of wands, and there's a whole lot of, like, dark magic too. So I don't know what's happening here, but I feel like the root cause is unhealed childhood wounds. So they very well could be triggering each other over and over again in the area of abandonment wounds, right? So that it can be healed. There could be a refusing to heal. They're experiencing karma at this time. Learning through karmic lessons. There's a lot of slandering, lying, bullying, spreading lies. I feel like somebody is not able to move on from the situation. They have to deal with their karmic contracts that they created. All right, I feel like there will be no new career or job for anybody if they are miserable where they're at and they are part of the shenanigans here. So if they're manifesting new income, new job or career, or a move or getting out of a situation, it's a no. You need to deal with your karma first. So I feel like somebody's having to pay their dues here. Divine justice is playing out. There's air sign energy here. Connecting with your saints, your ancestors, your guides. Someone has lost a job. Someone has been fired. Third party here, energy. Karmic third party involved is what it says. Okay, so there's some sort of job loss here. We also have take a spiritual bath and cleanse your energy. Someone is sleeping with the enemy for money. Okay, someone thought that, like, they had the money. Come to find out that person's with them for the money. So they're, like, both using each other. They're both using each other and playing each other. Okay? I feel like you need to pray more. Pray like it's your job. I am worthy. I am enough. And I am loved. I feel like they're experiencing a tower moment, a downfall, a reckoning. Just everything that has been built off of your pain and suffering is coming to a screeching halt. They could be projecting, therefore the I am statements would be helpful at this time. Yeah, I feel like a divine masculine's coming in here. They have healed any of their addictions, attachments, abandonment wounds, all of those things. They have overcome that in their life. I feel like somebody is dealing with their own health issues and spiritual sickness and legal issues as well. Karmic family members are involved. Okay, I feel like you're being guided towards your destined purpose and path. And this narcissist, toxic devil energy. Is a gold digger, and they attracted a gold digger. So they're gonna have fun gold digging together while you're on your guided destined path. I feel like they're being exposed and the truth about these people are coming to light. I feel like there is, like, a photo evidence, there's some sort of text evidence, there's some sort of, like, transaction, maybe a video, something that is going to expose these energies once and for all. If you're feeling that there's projected energy towards you, redirect it towards positive thinking. You feel like the black sheep, outcast. However, that has put you in a very stable, secure position. Maybe needing to take a break from just life in general, and this low vibrational masculine is going to experience what they've created for themselves while you go and experience what you've created for yourself. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. They made the choice to go in that direction, and now they're regretting where they went. Okay, so they're a bit regretting it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would too. Let's see. Two of Cups. Queen of Swords. Speaking truth. Cutting people out that don't serve you. Standing up for your boundaries and your beliefs. And telling it like it is. So yeah, you could have your guard up for sure. Okay, but there is a recommendation to kind of like release the past. This person isn't going to be the past. So, are you going to let them in? King of Swords, Queen of Swords. I feel like they're going to cut through. I feel like they have what it takes to kind of like get to you somehow. Maybe it's telepathic communication here. What is this? Six of Swords. Six of Swords is like not going back there. Like you're moving on towards peace. It's like you made it through. It's like you've overcome. You're in open waters now. It's kind of like trusting back. It's like sitting back and trusting your guides. The direction you're going in is the right direction, okay? What do we got here? Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's time to enjoy like the easy life, like rest easy, enjoy. You know, maybe you like to sit outside, get some sun, like enjoy a nice hot girl summer over here. I feel like you might be going somewhere in a new direction where you can put up your feet and relax, and you deserve to relax. You deserve a bit of pampering. You've been through a lot with the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is going to be a passionate new beginning. This is exciting, creative, inspired, motivated even. I feel like the High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you'll know when you need to know. So it's like trust the guidance that you receive, okay? You'll know what direction to take when it's time to take it, and the energy you put out receives back to you. So I feel like there is going to be some sort of increase, okay, coming towards you to help you with wherever you're going. We did see the Ace of Pentacles when we were doing the cards earlier. So there could be a bit of like opportunity coming your way. Bit of increase. Increase in the fun crease. Ace of Cups. Ooh. Love is in the air every time. Six of Wands is victory, success. Like wherever you're going to love where you're going, what you're doing, who you're with. Like you're going to see this as everything was worth it, okay? 6-6 might be relevant for like an angel number. I feel like, you know, it's like, what's that song? I don't know. I'm going to skip the song. But it's like something from the bottom, now you're here, right? I don't even know who sings that, but I feel like the past has nothing new to say. It's the same old, same old. They continue to find themselves in some sort of entrapment. I feel like they continuously sabotage themselves, and it's as a result of them not wanting to face the fire. Okay, they rejected their awakening and their calling and some of the contracts that they had here. So they very much may have been jealous and envious, and as a result, maybe didn't listen to their intuition or the guidance, right? When the Hermit in the reverse is like not being open to receive guidance and in a very strong fear, anxiety mindset, and, you know, operating from a place of fear, and it creating some sort of like strong blockage. If anything, I'm getting this energy here. it comes from a place of lack, and there's an opportunity here for some healing and some growth, and they have free will choice. I feel like somebody cares what everybody else says and thinks about them than anything else. And I feel like with this in the reverse, I feel like whatever ill will they wished upon you, whatever they've said and done, I feel like they're going to understand what that feels like. Okay? So it's like whatever you wished upon others is being done onto them. I feel like you are free and clear from the burdens of the past and this past love bomber, gaslighter, Casanova type. You feel free from the situation, and you are going to experience what you came here to experience, regardless of what they feel or think about the situation. They can watch you. They can watch you from afar. Win, I guess. Yeah. They're going to learn. Okay? But it's like, they're going to learn that, like, yeah, I feel like they're going to watch you, establish something very strong elsewhere. I feel like this energy's probably got the best of them too. So, people make choices in life, and I'm getting someone's being held accountable for their choices here. So, this is a big reading. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like somebody refused their awakening. Okay, they chose a karmic connection instead. And so as a result of that, there's consequences, and that's this 8 of Swords in reverse. There's some sort of karmic contracts and consequences playing out. So that's why they're like, there isn't any movement over here, because this needs to be resolved. There's like unfinished business. Okay, so they can't go where you're going. They can't go where you're going. So just remember that. Remember that they're not meant to go with you. They're meant to learn from you.